At first glance, it may seem like just another small coin, something easily overlooked or forgotten in a drawer, but the 1967 United States 1 dime holds a quiet kind of mystery that continues to capture attention across generations. This tiny piece of metal, no larger than a fingertip, carries with it a sense of history, movement, and time that goes far beyond its simple face value. It was created during a period when the United States was experiencing rapid change, both socially and economically, and every coin minted in that year became part of that ongoing story. The design itself is instantly recognizable. On one side, the profile of President Franklin D. Roosevelt appears, calm and steady, a reminder of leadership during difficult times. His image had already become a standard on the dime for decades by 1967, yet each new coin carried that same legacy forward. On the other side, the imagery speaks in symbols rather than words. A torch stands tall in the center, representing liberty, while an olive branch rests to one side for peace, and an oak branch balances the composition with a message of strength and endurance. These elements together create a powerful statement, even on something so small. What makes the 1967 dime particularly interesting is the time in which it was produced. This was an era when coin production was adjusting to changes in metal composition and economic pressures. The removal of mint marks during the mid-1960s added a layer of curiosity, as collectors could no longer easily identify where the coin had been struck. This absence created a subtle sense of mystery, making each piece feel slightly more unique, even among millions. Although these coins were produced in large numbers, not all of them have survived in the same condition. Over the years, many have been worn down, scratched, or simply lost. The few that remain in pristine or near perfect condition are the ones that begin to attract serious attention. Collectors often examine the fine details, the sharpness of Roosevelt's profile, the clarity of the torch flame, and the smoothness of the coin's surface. Even the smallest imperfection can make a difference when determining desirability. There is also a certain fascination with the idea of errors. Occasionally, coins leave the mint with slight irregularities, perhaps a misalignment, a doubled image, or an unusual finish. These imperfections, rather than reducing value, can sometimes increase it dramatically. They serve as proof that even in a highly controlled process, something unexpected can happen. For collectors, finding such a coin is like discovering a hidden secret that has gone unnoticed for years. Beyond the technical aspects, there is an emotional connection that draws people in. Holding a 1967 dime can feel like holding a fragment of the past. It may have passed through countless hands, traveled across cities and states, and been part of everyday transactions that are now long forgotten. Each coin carries an invisible history, shaped by the lives it has touched. This sense of connection is something that cannot be measured in numbers alone. For some, collecting coins begins as a simple hobby, but it often grows into something much deeper. The search for rare pieces becomes a journey filled with anticipation and discovery. A single coin can spark curiosity, leading to research about its origin, its design, and the circumstances of its creation. Over time, that curiosity can turn into a passion, with each new addition to a collection representing another piece of a much larger puzzle. The 1967 dime fits perfectly into this world of exploration. It is accessible enough to be found, yet complex enough to keep collectors interested. Its story is not defined by rarity alone, but by the combination of history, design, and the countless possibilities that exist within each individual piece. Even among coins that appear identical, there can be subtle differences that set one apart from another. There is also an element of imagination involved. People often wonder where a particular coin has been, who might have held it, and what moments it may have witnessed. A coin minted in 1967 could have been present during significant events, quietly changing hands while history unfolded around it. This sense of wonder adds another layer of appeal, transforming a simple object into something far more meaningful. As time passes, the number of well-preserved coins naturally decreases. This gradual reduction creates a sense of urgency among collectors, encouraging them to seek out the best examples they can find. The idea that a coin could become more valuable simply because fewer high-quality pieces remain adds to the excitement. It turns the act of collecting into a kind of treasure hunt, where patience and attention to detail can lead to remarkable discoveries. Another factor that contributes to the allure of the 1967 dime is its balance between familiarity and mystery. Almost everyone has seen a dime at some point, yet few people take the time to truly examine it. This contrast makes it possible for something ordinary to become extraordinary under the right circumstances. A coin that might be ignored by one person could be highly prized by another, depending on its condition and characteristics. The craftsmanship involved in creating these coins is also worth appreciating. Each piece was carefully struck to ensure consistency and quality, yet no two coins are exactly alike. Tiny variations in pressure, alignment, and handling can result in subtle differences that only become noticeable upon close inspection. These details, often invisible at first glance, are what make coin collecting such a precise and rewarding pursuit. In many ways, the 1967 dime represents a bridge between the past and the present. It is a reminder of a specific moment in time, preserved in metal and passed down through the years. While its original purpose was purely practical, its continued existence has given it a new kind of significance. It has become an object of interest, a topic of discussion, and for some, a prized possession. The idea of value plays an important role in this fascination. While the face value of a dime is small, its potential worth can vary greatly depending on a range of factors. This unpredictability is part of what makes coin collecting so intriguing. It challenges people to look beyond the obvious and consider the hidden qualities that might make a coin special. There is also a sense of competition among collectors, as they search for the finest examples to add to their collections. Auctions, private sales, and online marketplaces all become arenas where coins are evaluated and exchanged. The excitement of acquiring a particularly rare or well-preserved piece can be intense, especially when it has been sought after for a long time. Despite all of this, the true appeal of the 1967 dime goes beyond monetary value. It lies in the stories it carries, the craftsmanship it represents, and the connections it creates between people and history. It is a small object with a big presence, capable of capturing attention in a way that few other items can. For those who take the time to explore its details, the coin reveals layers of meaning that are not immediately obvious. The design, the context, and the journey it has taken all contribute to its unique character. It becomes more than just a piece of currency. It becomes a symbol of continuity, linking the past with the present in a tangible way. As interest in collecting continues to grow, coins like the 1967 dime remain at the center of attention. They offer a combination of accessibility and depth that appeals to both beginners and experienced collectors alike. Whether discovered in loose change or acquired through careful searching, each coin has the potential to become something special. The passage of time only adds to this sense of importance. With each passing year, the coin becomes a little older, a little more distant from the moment it was created. This gradual shift enhances its appeal, making it a piece of history that can still be held and examined today. In the end, the 1967 United States 1 dime is more than just a coin. It is a reminder that even the smallest objects can carry significant meaning. It invites people to look closer, to ask questions, and to appreciate the details that might otherwise go unnoticed. It stands as a testament to the idea that value is not always defined by size or appearance, and for those who truly understand its worth, this small coin can represent something far beyond its original purpose, reaching a level of fascination and desire that continues to grow with time, capturing attention, sparking curiosity, and inspiring collectors around the world to keep searching for that one perfect piece that stands above the rest, a coin that transforms from a simple object into something extraordinary, something unforgettable, something that feels almost beyond measure, if its true value cannot be contained by ordinary numbers, rising higher and higher in imagination and perception until it reaches an astonishing figure that seems almost impossible to believe.
6700000000000 $.